Hi, I'm Daniel Michelson. I'm in Silliman College. I'm the class of 2017, so I'm a sophomore right now. And I'm a molecular biophysics and biochemistry major. So I think the label writing exercise was challenging for me, especially because as like a biochemistry major, I had never taken any history of art classes and had never really looked at art beyond kind of just meandering through a museum and saying, oh, you know, that looks nice. But the label writing exercise really gave me a chance to go to the gallery every week and, you know, like tell myself that it's my homework to look at, you know, a single piece of art for 30 minutes, an hour, and really sit down and think, like, what is the purpose of this piece of art, both functionally, because it is a decorative art, but also as an artistic statement. And what is the artist trying to tell me? So thinking about those questions was kind of like very much a change in the way I had to kind of think about art and kind of just think about the world more generally. But it was a really stimulating exercise, and I really enjoyed it. Awesome. So this American-designed, Japanese-influenced tea caddy embodies the complex interplay between Japan and the United States at the end of the 19th century. After Commodore Matthew Perry of the United States Navy reopened trade with Japan in 1853, an influx of Japanese imports quickly gave rise to a Western fascination with the culture. Japanisme, as the craze was known, quickly led to an appropriation of Japanese styles. And in the US, designers began to hybridize Japanese designs into American life, from everyday objects to high luxuries. The ornate construction of this caddy draws heavily from the mokumegane style of Japanese mixed metal art. However, the westernized inlaid iconography reveals the object's true origins. Especially telling are the Roman letters in the back, AR inlaid on the caddy. The designers stylized the letters to imbue the piece with an exotic oriental character, fulfilling the desires of a Western market, but lacking any real fidelity to the Japanese culture from which the mokumegane style originated.
I'm Christofer Hamilton. I'm a senior economics major in Saybrook College. The first American trading ship reached China in 1784. This milk pot exemplifies the early exchange of decorative styles between China and a fledgling America. In the metal, we see the traditional American depiction of the Order of Cincinnati's emblem. An image of the emblem would have been sent to a Chinese potter's workshop for a painter to copy. The Chinese artist modified the American design using his techniques and adapting it to Chinese aesthetic traditions. The eagle differs from traditional American eagle images. Its head is longer, more slender, and has a tuft on the back. Features of birds like phoenixes that Chinese artists would have been accustomed to depicting. The olive branch stems look like bamboo with slender jointed stalks. In the central image, we see the man is wearing non-Western clothes. Though the imagery is undoubtedly American, it is portrayed with the style of a Chinese artist.
Hi, my name is Rachel O'Connell, and I'm a senior in Davenport College. I'm a major in the Ethics, Politics, and Economics program. Now, although these plates result from localized materials and production methods, they are remarkably similar due to centuries of international exchange. These dishes showcase cobalt blue pigment on white backgrounds, a decorative feature that spread from 7th century Iraq to Asia through the Silk Road, and then to Europe through maritime trade. Both are hand-painted, as indicated by the bird and floral motif's irregular contours and fill color spilling beyond its outlines. The rough dots in the plate's centers likely originate from pebbles that blew out during the firing, suggesting that both of these vessels use somewhat unrefined clay. The edges and cracks belie the dish's origins. The thicker earthenware Dutch plate aspires to achieve the Chinese plate's thinness. The earthenware's natural sandy color peeps through the chips on the rim's top and right sides, since tin glaze mimics porcelain's whiteness. European craftsmen capitalized on Chinese ware's popularity by replicating them with local materials and techniques.
The only other thing I would say is just being able to take this class, History of Art 110, Intro to Decorative Arts with Professor Cooke, was that it was an incredible experience. I think a lot of times when people do intro to history of art classes, they look at, you know, the Renaissance masterworks and Greek sculpture that really, you know, are like rooted in the Western art tradition, but a lot of times bypass decorative arts, which the vast majority of the world, including the West, used as their main mode of artistic expression for, you know, thousands of years and continue to do so today. So I think by starting my history of art education and hopefully continuing it with decorative arts rather than prioritizing painting or sculpture, architecture, it really gave me an interesting kind of almost non-Western, you know, inroad into the world of history of art. And I think that's going to help me kind of expand the way I look at the world around me outside of, you know, the culture within it, the culture within which I was raised.